It's time for the talking to stop and the fighting to start. This should be good. I'm Todd Grisham. Alongside me is Johnny Nelson.
Todd, always a pleasure to work with you. Always a pleasure.
It's time for our tale of the tape. Jack, the Galveston Giant, Jack Johnson. One of the most important athletes in the history of sports. Has there ever been a more influential character in all of the sweet science? Joe Louis, the Brown Bomber. His fight against Matt Schmeling, one of the most important fights in the history of this fine sport.
This is going to be one hell of a fight.
And now we toss it up to the world-renowned ring announcer, Mr. Jimmy Lennon Jr.
This bout is scheduled for 8 rounds of boxing. Fighting out of the red corner from Galveston, Texas, presenting the legendary first ever African-American heavyweight champion, please welcome the renowned heavyweight champion of the world, known as the Galveston Giant, introducing Jack Johnson. Fighting out of the blue corner, and iconic longtime world champion who defended his title for a record of 12 years, introducing a heavyweight champion of the world, the one and only Brown Bomber, Joe Louis.
We've waited a long time for this fight. It's here, and the fighters are good to go.
Todd, I'm going to stay here till the end of the night. Because if you're a fight fan like me, this is what I live for.
No doubt about it. This was the hottest ticket in town by a country mile. Every seat has been sold. These athletes have been waiting a long time to square off. Here we go. Scoring hook. Perfect counter shot. Nice counter shot. Just when you think they're going to have a lull in the action, we get it heated back up. This counter-puncher is going to wait for you to move first, and then will strike like a snake. Keep an eye on this guy.
They have got great ring IQ. Counter-punchers are the best.
Caution being thrown to the wind. You can't make a mistake at the heavyweight level and not expect to be punished for it. Can't find a home for that jab. Those counter punches have to hurt. This counter fighter believes in the anything you can do, I can do better. They'll let you throw a punch first, and they'll answer you and usually hit you harder.
You're fighting a counter-puncher, you've got to dummy a shot. Make them react from that, then react then. I know it's hard to think that way, but counter-punchers, they're watching your every move, that every twitch.
Back and forth they go in this round. The momentum continues to shift.
Skill for skill, tap for tap. It's like a match made in heaven.
No rest for the weary. Straight right just misses. Do you believe what we're seeing? They call it the glory division. There's nothing quite like a heavyweight fight. It doesn't take much to win it. Nice counter shot. Counter punch caught him clean. Just missed with that jab. And he scores with the counter. Very close round with 10 seconds to go. about Johnson in that last round?
He completely switched
On to the second round. Safe to say that last round was a nightmare. Let's see if we can turn it around here.
This is one of those situations. You've just been hurt. You've got to get out there again. Be smart. Be sharp. Don't be a fool. Don't get suckered in. Make him fight your fight. Hold him. Tie him up just until your head clears again and your legs come back again. Because if you don't, he's going to pop you off.
Tried to score with that hook, but missed. Catch and shoot. One punch could end this fight for either of these two heavyweights.
Sometimes when you get in there with someone that's so powerful, you've got to think him. You've just got to be smarter than him. You've got to be like a little faggot and pickpocket him.
Who's willing to go where the other fighter won't? They stopped the hook there. And he wasn't ready for that counter punch. He's got someone with the hand speed that this fighter possesses. How do you deal with it?
I've never seen a fighter so fast in my life. How do you deal with this? You've got to hope they run out of steam.
This fight a little bit closer than I think a lot of people thought.
Perfectly matched, skill for skill, tap for tap. Now this fight will say, you know what, I'm just that notch above you, and so I got to respect both of them more than happy.
Jack Johnson, the Galveston Giant, is down. And you can see here his face basically melts into his glove, and down he goes.
I've got to see that again.
One, two, three, four. And you continue.
So back into the fray again, but how much do they have left?
Got to waste time. Get step behind the referee. When he comes close, tie him up. The referee's then got to power you. Walk around the ring. You've just got to make the most of it. Because if you let him jump back on you again, he's going to get momentum and pull you down again. And that's a lot of points to lose in the round.
Missing with that right hook. Bombs away. There's a counter shot. Final 10 seconds here, unless we get some late drama. I think we all know who won this round. Let's talk about Johnson in that last round. Here we go in round three. Who's going to land the first big shot? Got to get the momentum shift coming their way. What can they do here?
What a heavy knockdown. How are they going to come back from that? They staggered back to the corner. They've got to freshen them up, alert them again, get them back on point again. This round, they've got to close the round. Don't get involved. Give yourself another 3 minutes to get your head clear.
They exchange punches. This is the heavyweight division. One punch could end this fight.
When you have a fight that's got that great footwork and that great hand speed, it's so hard. It's an uphill battle.
You'd like to see someone use a jab here to establish a boxing presence, but no, they just want to fight. Jab. He threw a punch and just got countered. That jab won't score. Has to be careful for that receipt. It's always coming. The Galveston Giant in real trouble now. It appears that the moment of trouble has passed. at least for now.
Defense, defense, defense is everything because they got shot once. They know they can get caught again. So for now, just defense. Work on defense, blocking and stopping and shooting.
And they figure out the combination to this safe.
They're so close, so close. How can you separate them? It's going to be a hard night tonight for the judges.
Good counter punch. One punch changes everything in this division. It's the heavyweights.
Sometimes when you have a fight, the best way to beat a fight is not give them what they want. Because they want to get you there. They want you to stand there toe-to-toe with them and have a tell. That's what they do in the gym every single day of the week. What you've got to do is you've got to frustrate them as they set their shots. Get out of the way. And they'll get so angry, so frustrated because they can't work.
Gotta let your hands go a little bit. It's okay to be aggressive now. You know the scorecards are going to be all over the place in this one. Let's talk about Johnson in that last round. Here we go to the fourth round. So the fight will continue. How do they turn things around?
They've had 1 minute to recover. Now they've got to bluff it. They've got to bluff it. They've got to come out now and style it out. Get on the back foot, jab, rest on the jab. Be smart and pop until your legs come back. Then put the pressure on.
Just missed with that hook. Generally speaking, you don't watch heavyweights to see a boxing match. You want to see a fist fight.
So you're getting in there with somebody that's so fast, you're prepared to take a licking because you've got to get some before you get them close.
Did well to block that right hook. A perfect counter lands. Counter punching. And just as quickly as it slows down, it heats back up. Punch, counter punch. He's putting the pedal to the metal, but has to be careful that he doesn't run out of gas. What a round so far as we've reached the halfway point.
Perfectly matched, skill for skill, tap for tap. Now this fight will say, you know what, I'm just that notch above you, and so I've got to respect both of them. More than happy.
Beautiful counter punch. You've seen all the famous boxing movies, the training scenes, the gym work. That's what it all boils down to. Who's going to have more endurance?
What can they change? Can they slow the pace down? Can they hope to knock them out early? What can they do? They've got to concentrate and relax. Because you know what you can do in the gym, you can do it in a fight. They've got to relax.
Has to be careful for that receipt. It's always coming. A lot of effort being exerted here. Straight right just misses. Despite what the judges' scorecards read, there are no losers in this one. Let's talk about Johnson in that last round. I promise you, all three judges here are... And there's the bell for round 5. They've got all the momentum on their side after that last round. Let's see what they do here.
Todd, my motto is, if it's not broken, why change it? An excellent last round, everything works. Wait for the reaction. Until then, keep doing what you've just been doing because you've won that hands down.
to be the punch he was looking for. Let's watch it again.
Even I've got to see that again. Where did that come from?
One, two, three, four, five, six. Come to me.
Showing a lot of heart to beat the count there.
Oh, he can smart.
Whoa, Johnny, take a look at this action. Oh, Joe Louis just got caught. How did they survive that?
Got caught sleeping on the job. What do? You step back, steady yourself, recompose yourself, then boom, back into it. But do not make those mistakes. This is the wrong place to fall asleep.
Is he going to punch himself out, though? Well, Johnny, as you know, there's a fine line between being aggressive and being too aggressive.
How would you deal with an aggressive fighter?
What a stunner! Jack Johnson goes to the canvas. I want to see that again, but from a different angle.
I need to see that again.
One, two, three, four, five, six, seven, eight, nine, 10. You're out.
Not many people would have predicted it, but we've got a knockout victory.
A knockout victory. That is God. Did you see the shot? That's not a knockout. That's an assassination. What a shot.